Hi there and welcome to another episode of Ask VSA, where we answer all of your questions regarding singing. My name is Peter Vox and I am the director and principal teacher at Vox Singing Academy, which was established in 1993 here in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. If we could help you or someone that you know with their singing, please check out the links below. We give singing lessons worldwide 7 days a week. We also have numerous studios here in Melbourne, Australia, with male and female teachers. We also offer the ultimate online singing course, so check out the links below for more info. If you like this channel, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. We also have memberships as well too, so you can check that out as well. If you have any comments, please put them in the comments below. If you have a question regarding singing that you want me to answer, please put it in the comments. I read all the comments, and if you put and submit a great question, I may record a video for you. Without any further ado, let's get stuck into the next question, which is, why can't I sing high in my true voice? Or why am I struggling to sing higher in my true voice? Now, this is a very, very common question amongst all students. It is actually the number one request from most students that come in to get singing lessons from Vox Singing Academy is, I want to expand my higher range or sing stronger. The number two request would be to gain confidence in their vocal abilities. And I'd be saying number three would be, what would number three be? Confidence, higher. Probably learning breathing. So they're the top three. But the number one is always trying to expand the higher range up in true voice. Now, there are a couple of reasons why you may not be able to extend your higher range in true voice. So I'm going to give you the top 4 reasons why that may be happening. Number 1 is technique. So you've got to have a great technique to sing up higher and continually sing up higher for a length of time. So we do teach a technique at Vox Singing Academy called a crying technique, where we sob on these higher notes to expand the student's range. And we teach this to nearly all of our students. And it's an absolutely fantastic technique. Now, we generally would expand the student's range from anything from sort of 3 notes up to a complete octave in true voice using this crying technique. So it's an absolutely fantastic technique. Though you have to, as I said, you have to use it properly and put the sounds in certain places in your head to make sure that it's placed properly, like in your hard and soft palate or behind your uvula or in your ears. When we're singing up high, we want to place the sounds higher. Your diaphragm definitely has to work to support as well too. We want to keep the neck relaxed. So there are quite a few other things that are coming into play to sing up higher. So these 3 or 4 things all have to come into play so that we've got great techniques so we can sing and expand the vocal range safely. We also want to expand it safely as well too. So we don't want to be hurting your voice when we're singing up high or pushing it past its natural capabilities, but everyone's voice can expand with training. It's like an elastic band, and that is a guarantee that we guarantee at Vox Singing Academy, is to expand everyone's voice higher and lower in true voice. So number 1 technique, why you can't sing high, is bad technique. Now, if you're having trouble with this, my best option would be to go and get some professional singing lessons, because really, if you get great professional singing lessons, the teacher should diagnose your problems, the reasons why you can't sing up higher in true voice, and should be getting results in at least 2 or 3 weeks so that you're getting slightly higher or quite a lot higher with the right techniques. But as I said, there could be a few things. Could be the mouth, could be tightening, could be the breathing, could be a few things, could be posture. So they all have to be diagnosed by the teacher, but make sure that you're working all of those when you're at home, and you might get some success by expanding your own range by practicing at home. But if you're having problems, definitely seek some professional advice. The number 2 point why you can't sing or having trouble singing higher is that you don't have enough diaphragmatic support when you're breathing. So you really have to breathe through your diaphragm, which is down here. Watch my hand, I'm gonna breathe through my diaphragm. As I breathe air in, my stomach comes out. As I breathe air out, my stomach comes in. So I'm filling my lungs, my lower lung capacity up with air. When I breathe air in, I'm breathing it out. So yes, 90% of your lungs are down here. If you've ever been winded before, punched it or kicked in this area, you would have known that all the air would have come out. It's not up the top here, just your bronchi tubes are here, okay? So I've done a video previously, is why am I running out of air when singing? Please have a look at that where I explain the breathing in a lot more detail. When you're singing up higher, you have to have proper diaphragmatic support. So you have to have enough air in your lungs. You have to have the support underneath your vocal cords, the right amount of air pressure underneath the vocal cords, so that you are sustaining the right amount of pressure and the note will come out properly when you're singing up higher. Hope that makes sense, but you've got to have the proper support when you're singing anything higher or if you're singing louder. We have a rule at Vox Singing Academy, less down low, more up top. So when we're singing down low and quieter, you would tighten your diaphragm less and you would use less support. When we're singing up higher, we would tighten this diaphragm a lot more and we would have a lot more support when we're singing up higher, because you need that when we're singing up higher. It is a natural thing. But again, it is a finite technique that we teach all of our students when they're doing the crying technique, as I've already mentioned. Number 3, the third reason you're not placing the sounds in the correct place or register. So when you want to sing higher, you have to place the sounds higher within your head. So for instance, if you're singing a note that is like this, for instance, I'll just give you a basic note. It's wah. You can see the sounds were wah. Now my first note I was placing my first note in my soft palate. If you don't know where your soft palate is, put the finger to the roof of your mouth. That hard palate, roll it back till it goes soft. That's your soft palate. So I was going, wah. You can hear my sound is nicely placed up there. I'm not anchoring it. This is placed in the wrong place. Wah. You can still see it's the same note, but it's wah. I can even go on my throat. Wah! Okay, so I'm placing those sounds in different registers or different places within my body. But when you're singing up high, you generally want to place the sounds up a little bit higher so you're not going to push them down or compress them on your throat. So as we're going through a scale like this, we would go wah, and then we'd go up, still keeping it going, the sound resonating back in the uvula or soft palate. Wah, wah. You can see my sounds are going wah, and I'm sounding more feminine. Wah. I'm not going wah and try to yell it out or push it down or put it into a register that's not going to be conducive for me to sing higher. So as you're going up higher, make sure you're placing the sounds higher within your body and your head. Now, when we're going through scales or when we're singing with students in lessons, I actually tell the student, hey, place the sound about here in the middle of your head, or here in the middle of your head, or here in the middle of your head. So I do actually say to the student, try to envision that the sound is actually placed here when we're singing higher. So placement of sound, very, very important. Let's move to the last one. 4. The last one is genetic makeup. Now, what I mean by genetic makeup is everyone is made up in a different way, and we have different characteristics and personalities, and as you know, everyone has different fingerprints, okay? So that's just a genetic makeup. You've got to come to terms with what your voice is and its capabilities, okay? So every voice, for instance, very quickly, I'll explain the male and female voices very quickly. Bass, baritone, tenor, male, they're the male voices. Bass, generally the lowest voices. Baritone, middle, tenor, the highest voices. Females, again, just quickly, contralto is the lowest. Alto is the middle register, and soprano is the highest. Okay, so they're the three female registers. Now, everyone is born in a different register. Okay, so no two voices are alike, but everyone is born somewhere. Okay, so your voice will have certain capabilities. Now, if you're a baritone or an alto, for instance, it's going to be hard for you to sing tenor or soprano songs that are very high. So you've got to come to the self-awareness that, yeah, well, this is probably the limits of my voice. I've got professional singing lessons. I'm using my diaphragm. I'm placing the sounds in my uvula. I'm using the crying technique. This is probably about as high as I can go if you've done that and you've done it for a couple of months. So everyone's voice has a limit, okay? Everyone's voice stops, even the highest singers, okay? So come to terms with what your voice is and what it can do, okay? And then really enjoy the voice that you've got, because there are a lot of great singers in every register, low all the way through to high. So if you've got a low voice, look at some singers that sing lower. If you've got a high voice, look at some singers that sing higher. But sing where it feels comfortable for you, and really accept yourself and have some self-awareness regarding your singing. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments below. If you like this channel, give it a like, thumbs up, click like and subscribe to keep up with other great content. And if we could help you or someone that you know with their singing, please check out the links below for more info. We give online singing lessons worldwide 7 days a week. We have numerous studios here in Melbourne with male and female teachers. And we also offer the ultimate online singing course if face-to-face singing lessons aren't your thing. Thank you so much for watching. Most importantly, be good to each other, live with passion, and until the next video, peace and much love. Bye-bye.